exciting here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense trots out there to open this game. And the focus, of course, on this quarterback. Kirk, this guy just has the it factor. He is him, as they say.
Well, Chris, we've had a chance to watch this guy closely all year, and I don't know if I've ever seen a kid throw the football like this guy. His awareness in and out of the pocket is special. He's a unique quarterback and a really dynamic player.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Oh, I got to showcase his spin move, but dropped quickly after just a short game. So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. The Dogs will send their punt team onto the field. Fielded near the 20. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So Alabama's offense comes out for their first possession today. If there's one guy on this defensive side, Kirk, who can be a game wrecker, it's this elite pass rusher, very much on the quarterback's mind today.
Yeah, Chris, but it's going to be very tough. This quarterback does a nice job of moving around in the pocket, and also he's going to have an awareness of exactly where this guy is and have a clock in his mind about how quickly that ball needs to get out.
Here's the handoff. They've got him down out near the 40.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Short pass finds the tight end.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Slides the quick throw. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. He is a load to bring down, and finally a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Got space, looking to score. And he takes it into the end zone. Let's check and see what that marker is about. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Seventh play of the drive coming up. Here comes a handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
8th play of the drive coming up. Quite a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's DeMarco. Makes a quick catch. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. It'll be a 34-yard try. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Play action here on 1st down. Throws it to the right. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be a 1st down. The shotgun running play call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front. And
big gain. Catch made at the 30. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Alabama. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
That makes the score Alabama 10, Georgia 0.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession ended in a pick. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Tried to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
The pass rush closing in. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle made after a big gain.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
The pass is dropped. This would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Handoff here from the shotgun.
The defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. The pass is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Second down after that previous play. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Here's the second down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. At the 20. Steps out of bounds inside the 10. What a crucial takeaway.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Brings up second.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
Makes the grab. Can he get there? The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's fourth down. So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. They'll set up at the right hash mark, so a tricky angle here. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him down, but not before a huge return. Almost took it to the house. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And there's the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Brings up second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's DeMarco. The pocket breaking down. Short throw complete to the tight end. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And that run produces a decent gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10. Alabama's offense now lining up on first and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown. Tied. So they'll try to add to the lead now to the PAT. The extra point is good, and they lead 17-3. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Alabama 17, Georgia 3.
Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. The Bulldogs will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. See if he can make something happen with the return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments to prevent that this time. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. It's a draw play. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
Hey, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Scanning the field, it's DeMarco. Throws to the tight end. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And they pick up the first down at the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
They finally corral him at the 1.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Looking to score with a run to the right. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
As they get stopped here on 2nd down, it's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders in this defense. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. He knocks this one right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. They'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the return will be brought down. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. It's a short completion to the big tight end. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. A completion sets up a second down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he's brought down just short of a marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, BAMA. Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Turner trying to create good field position. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So it's 1st down, but they'll just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Dogs will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Dropping back, it's DeMarco. And looking for a big play here. It's caught. They will rule that a catch. A huge game through the air.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Well, they try the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And here comes the punter onto the field. Ball lands at the 5. It doesn't check up. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
And they'll use the ground game here. Breaking free at the 35. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Here's the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
And he pulls in the catch. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result, some positive yards.
Not much on that play, brought down short. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And now the running back's got it again. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. 1st down here for this offense. They're going to run it. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Mark down at the 26-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. To the air, it's DeMarco. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the route is on. And now here comes the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
That makes the score Alabama 34, Georgia 6.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Hands off to the left. Runs through the defender.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The ball carrier is the running back. Tackle is made at the 39. Brings up second down.
And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. He hands it off from the gun. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Dumps a short throw down to the running back.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. The back's got it. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he drops back in the gun. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal. The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
41, Georgia, 6.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone.
Brings it out.
Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. In the clear at the 25. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. Nice gain, moves the ball to the 47. Another 1st down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab and heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the 4th quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So they get the 3 points, but this remains a large deficit. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. Now it's 2nd down here.
At the 16-yard line. 2nd down.
Quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. It's been a rough game for this offense. A consolation touchdown is all they're playing for at this point. Looks left and finds his target there. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for the wideout. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
It's a quick grab. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive gain here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games where you kind of look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday.
The ball is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock. Instead, throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Dogs are in the red zone. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offensive coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle.
Georgia, 16.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They've got a big cushion here in the latter stages. Great feeling to be up big on the road. He'll hand it off. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from their 25. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more